Elantra, or Santa Fe with 0% APR financing for 72 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end 11/30/19. Call 877-616-8513 for complete feature and offer details.
Maybe it's something you've heard of, but you're just not sure. Is this something that guys do? Laser hair removal? Yeah, it's for ladies, it's for guys, it's for whoever has embarrassing, unwanted hair that they want to get rid of. A more permanent solution to getting rid of embarrassing, unwanted hair. Laser hair removal? Absolutely. Ideal Image Med Spa, the place to do it. Celebrate the holidays with Ideal Image Med Spa. Enjoy 50% off laser hair removal. They've performed over 6 million laser hair removal treatments nationwide. Their simple treatments will destroy those hair follicles in a matter of minutes. You're going to save time, money, save yourself from a lifetime of shaving. So easy. All you have to do is call for your private complimentary consultation. 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets at Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island. St. Augustine in Diane's Marketplace. Medical Director Dr. Holly Hickman, and online at idealimage.com. Right now, 50% off laser hair removal. Ideal Image Med Spa.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!
If you have sleep apnea but have trouble using CPAP, now there's a button to replace it. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you're struggling with CPAP, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
If you believe in solar, clap your hands. If you believe in solar, clap your hands. If you have solar and your electric bill is lower. If you believe in solar, clap your hands. To learn about solar, you should call. Vortex. To learn about solar, you should call. Vortex. To learn about solar, to make your life go lower. To learn about solar, you should call. 904-999-7224. 904-999-7224. To learn about solar and make your life go lower. Call 904-999-7224.
Hicken here, and man, I love this time of the year when it's getting cooler outside because one of my favorite things to do is just relax and buy a warm fireplace. Hey, do you need to add a fireplace to your home, or maybe it's time to upgrade or remodel your old fireplace? Well, CSS can help you with your project. Call them for a free estimate, 389-2700, 389-2700, or stop by their showroom on Edgewood Court. I've been there. It's terrific. See the new Heat and Glow fireplaces and tell them Hicken sent you. For the best in indoor and outdoor living, that's CSSOutdoor.com.
Jags fans, this one's for you. Enter the TIAA Bank Take the Field sweepstakes for your chance to win 2 club tickets and get pregame sideline access to be on the field when the Jags come out of the tunnel. A new winner will be chosen for each home game. To enter and for official rules, visit TIAABank.com/takethefield. No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents in 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Void where prohibited. Entry period from 8/5/2019 to 12/18/2019. For official rules and complete details, visit TIAABank.com/takethefield. Sponsor TIAA FSB.
Are you the kind of fan who knows football so well you can choose any game and call it? Well, MyBookie's the place for you, and they let you turn all your knowledge into cash in your wallet. Look, between the NFL season trucking on, college football winding down, NBA college basketball off and running, it's time to get off the sideline and into the action at MyBookie. Why not tonight? Monday Night Football, you got the Seahawks laying 3 on the Vikings. Sunday, Jags open a 2.5-point dog at home against the Chargers. Maybe the kind of guy likes to bet a little, win a lot. How about a parlay, for instance? If you like a couple of the big favorites this week, parlays are perfect because they let you bet multiple games together for a much bigger payout. If you join right now, MyBookie will match your deposit halfway all the way up to $1,000. That means if you deposit $2,000, you get an extra $1,000 in free money to play with. Just use the promo code RADIO to activate that offer. Again, the promo code RADIO to take advantage of this sign-up offer at mybookie.ag, where you play, you win, you get paid.
Mike Dempsey here. Do you need a last-minute idea for hosting a company holiday party? Check out the Party Shack Tailgate Suites during game day. The Party Shack Tailgate Village is no shack. It's an entire village of VIP suites with all-inclusive beer, wine, and alcohol, plus catered food provided by Publix, access to air conditioning, private restrooms, plus HD TVs and a top-deck view, all for one price. Both the Chargers and Titans games are nearly sold out, so get in on the Party Shack Tailgate now at jacksvillage.com. That's jacksvillage.com.
Patrick Ballou here. Temperatures are finally cooling down, but hey, you don't want your house to feel uncomfortable like I did watching my alma mater play football each and every Saturday. Instead, keep your family warm this season with a system service plan from McGowan's Heating and Air. Call 264-COOL or visit McGowan'sAC.com and turn up the heat with great end-of-the-year savings from my friends at McGowan's, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
License number CMC 1250075.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Now, the Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie.
All right, we've got Tony Baselli coming up here in about 15 minutes. First things first, the results of the ignominious Friday 5.
I might be the only organization worse than the Jaguars yesterday. What a disappointing Sunday it was.
We saw each other yesterday at the game, and we both sort of begrudgingly admit we pay attention to certain games a little bit more than others.
Of course, that begrudgment also includes neither completely sure of what our own picks are.
Well, which also happens.
Yeah,
before we recap the picks, let me remind the Googans to jump in tomorrow.
Yes.
There's still time to enter into the weekly Pick'em contest. Weekly winners will square off in Week 17, and one Guggen will potentially have the chance to walk away with a 2019 Crewmax Toyota Tundra. But let's go to the picks.
Dance.
It was the Turkey Day 6-pack, a tradition unlike any other.
Yes.
Jeff, you started the fray. You like the Bears. Laying 3 on Thanksgiving against Detroit. That was a 4-point win.
That was a late
Bear
pullout.
Yeah.
When the Purdue kid goes back and zips one to Galladay for 80 to start Thanksgiving, you're like,
yeah, my guy Galladay!
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Kill zone. Meanwhile, Dan, you like the Cowboys laying 6.5 straight up against the Bills.
Maybe the worst pick of the weekend.
That was not good.
That was bad.
They got
Buffalo Tom condemned. You're very low on the Buffalo Tom list.
Fair.
I don't know if you can come back in.
That's fair. I understand that.
You can't return to your roots when Buffalo, not Jacksonville, represents in the postseason this year.
Yeah, I know. I want to go join the Bills Mafia and party.
Yeah, not allowed.
I know. And that's deserved. I mean, let's be honest here.
You've been down on them all year. You haven't believed it.
And I looked up at the picks, and everybody was picking Buffalo, and I was like, have I made an error in judgment?
I immediately regret this decision.
Dallas and Philly both, man, are just despicable the way they're playing football.
7-9's going to win that division.
My
gosh.
Just, and I am so tired of Dallas and the talk. I mean, let's talk about Dallas when they're a good team.
Yeah.
We talk about Dallas with all this attention. What other 6-6 teams are getting
nobody?
Lead
and
story.
And that's what ticks off Bills fans like Jags fans. We're kindred spirits with Buffalo
for sure,
because Buffalo beats Dallas to go to 9-3, and everybody wants to talk about what's wrong with Dallas.
Yeah, and by the way, that is. It's at least a knife into the whole argument. Well, Buffalo hasn't played anyone. Buffalo hasn't beaten anyone.
Yeah.
Beating a desperate Dallas team on Thanksgiving in Dallas was a good win. For sure.
All right. Continue.
Meanwhile, you both liked some dogs.
1-0 to 0-1, by the way.
Rivalry
Not good.
weekend. Jeff, you said you had Scott Frost fever. The Cornhuskers did not win the game, but they didn't lose by 6.
Covered.
Yeah. So that's a winner for Jeff.
I was doing good until yesterday.
Speaking of, in the Wild and Wacky Egg Bowl, Dan, you like the Who Can You Count On's getting 2.5.
Man, did you get lucky.
Thank you. I'm the only one who likes the kid who takes the pee on the field.
Take the pee.
Because,
gee whiz.
Thanks to him peeing, the kid missed the kick, and Ole Miss covered.
Dan said if it's pee, it's me.
Are there, crickets on the text line with the Who Can You Count On's this weekend.
They've had a major change here.
Who can the Count On's got some explaining to do. That was very unkempt, that behavior. It was vulgar.
Listen,
Ole Miss is supposed to be the Southern gentleman of the SEC.
No. I am all about that's my favorite team in the West. The Rebs. Let's go.
All right, well,
speaking of
you're not going to any bowls.
I don't care.
Speaking of hot young coaches, Jeff also had a fever for PJ Fleck's Golden Gophers getting 2.5 against Whiskey.
It was 7-0. It was good. Wisconsin is.
Andy King called your friend and said, "Suck it."
No, he doesn't get
Friends
mad.
no more.
He doesn't get mad. He doesn't care.
All right.
He's not as passionate about Wisconsin as Buffalo Tom is about Buffalo.
All right.
Wisconsin, though, I would be annoyed if I was a Wisconsin fan because we are the same team every year.
Every
we
year.
can beat everyone, but the real contenders.
Yeah.
And we can beat the pseudo contenders. We can beat the, the flare up this year contenders. But when it comes to having to beat Ohio State or Michigan State, if it matters, they can't do it.
Keep knocking on that door.
Well, they play Ohio State next week, who to me looks like the best team in football, with all due respect to LSU.
One last college pick, Dan.
Yes.
The keyword for you is not enough wood. You like the Tennessee Volunteers to lay the wood, and they did, but only by 18. They were laying 21 in the game.
Oh, all right.
Weather may have been a factor in that one.
You got screwed there because they built that built that big lead, and then they just kind of sat on the ball. And also, they allowed that Vanderbilt touchdown, which was just like close your eyes and hold your hands up. Did you see the touchdown Vandy scored on?
No, I'd rather
They
not.
threw one to the pylon, and the guy was just like turning around, just reached up and snagged it.
Oh no!
Meanwhile, to the pro game.
I blame Charlton.
Jeff, you said this is not enough points. Have you seen Lamar Jackson? The Ravens were laying 6 at San Francisco. They do win the game, but on a field goal, so that doesn't cover the 6. Meanwhile, Dan, with apologies to Jacksonville, liked the Bucks +1 yesterday.
No disrespect, but it's time to cash in.
I'm sorry.
By the way,
I'm not sorry.
I'm lining up for the Chargers right now.
Jeff, you took the Colts laying 2.5 Sunday. They lost that one.
You know what? If I'm a Colts fan and we've got a winning team, I might be more
Vinatieri.
I might be more ticked.
No doubt.
What are you guys doing?
Frank Reich, your nice guy, is killed the season.
Well, who's the GM? Go to the
Chris Ballard.
Go to Ballard.
You guys have let your kicker
kill your season.
Yeah.
Literally.
If you had any
and they keep dropping him out there.
Decent kicker, with guys like a Hall of Famer, but he's done.
Right.
And he has been done. He wanted to quit, and you talked him back in.
Bad move.
Yeah, bad move.
So they literally, Vinatieri, after, does this leave a hangover when they start talking about the Hall?
Been horrible. I mean, he honestly has just the misses, and he has lost 3 or 4 games for the Colts. So anyway, continue. I'm sorry, Beef.
Dan, you said you wanted 6.5. The line was 7. Turns out you were good either way. As in the snow, the Packers an 18-point winner over the Giants.
Go Pack, go!
On the text line, calling the Jaguars a dumpster fire is offensive to dumpster, so we might want to be careful.
All right,
in case any dumpsters are listening.
Jeff, you.
I don't want to talk about
on this one.
Here's what I'm going to say about yesterday's Friday Five. If you took my NFL games, I lost all 3.
Yeah, you didn't feel good about this one, but you looked at the other picks and you didn't find one you liked more.
I didn't like any of my
picks. Took the Patriots laying 3.5, a straight-up loss.
I should have
Houston.
I should have stayed. I liked the college games more, and I convinced myself, 6 weeks ago, I'm better at the NFL. And so at the end of the day, I was just like, Patriots. It was a terrible job of handicapping.
So that's a 2-4 week for Jeff. Brings him to -1. On the campaign. Dan, you said every time I pick against this team, I lose.
Yeah.
But I'm knocking on the door one more time.
I did.
You opened the door. Pittsburgh once again punched you right in the face.
It's unbelievable.
Stop!
So he's what, 3-3? What does that leave us at?
It was a 3-3 week, so he's still -2 on the season. So, Jeff, you still hang on to a 1-game lead.
-1 and -2?
All
right, well,
what a pillow fight.
Before we go to break, I do want to celebrate something from Thanksgiving, and that is Jason Witten, who caught his 47th pass of the year and now is over
46. I thought he would get hurt.
Pretty cool.
In the dime bet, and so we will begin tomorrow earnestly lining up
preparation.
Yeah. Some can probably stay on there. They probably get. Because we still have all the last ones written down.
A spoonful of mayonnaise.
And I am going
to,
as a matter of fact, I'm going to do right now.
What's that?
This is, and you're right. We got no one to blame, but I'm going to do this right now.
Oh, I owe a dime bet. I lost one weeks ago.
I'm going to do right. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to enjoy this.
You're texting Reimer.
No, I'm not
some
texting.
Ping pong balls and paddles.
Huh?
Expensive.
What are you talking
about?
What do you mean texting? No, here I'm going to let the listening audience live along with me here for just 1 second as I use the
old-fashioned
amazing
telephone,
technology used
cellular
as
phone
the
technology.
cell phone.
Jeff is making a phone call.
And we can set up who's coming up next, Tick. I'm just waiting on it to ring here.
Breakfast with Baselli.
Yeah, we got Big Bo coming up. Peter King has 5 coaches who did not have good Sundays, and one of them was Jacksonville's Doug Marrone. I don't know how he makes it. Jags have lost 4 in a row by 23-20, 22, and 17 points. And the Nick Foles experiment looks like a disaster.
How you doing?
So he's
on the phone.
Okay, I'm going to need you to come in on Wednesday because we got to do Sting Pong.
He's talking to
Are
Chris
you here
Reimer.
in town? Where are you?
I talked to Chris Reimer yesterday at the Cat House. He's talking to Reimer. I can hear through the microphone.
Whatever time. It has to be after 7. When do you come back?
I'm in Taiwan.
Reimer is at the President's Cup. He's gone. So.
No. Oh, well, then tomorrow. Do you want to come? What about tomorrow? You want to come in tomorrow?
No, we got the J Fund tomorrow.
Oh, we got the J Fund. We can't. All right, come in Wednesday morning. and just one other thing. Do you have a ping pong paddle?
This is not going well at all.
If you don't, we'll use fists.
Let's head to a break and come back and talk to Tony Baselli next right here
that's it.
on The Drill.
Wednesday, Sting Pong.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
I'm Tom Coughlin, thanking you for your amazing support of the J Fund, helping local families tackle childhood cancer. Please be there for these kids with 1010XL on December 3rd, or give now, text TEAM to 243725.
Oh, hello, young man. Come up and sit on Santa's lap.
Hi, Santa. I'm Mark.
Wow, you're a big one. How old are you?
37.
Aren't you a little old for...
Santa, please. I just need some advice. Christmas is coming up, and my wife was born on Christmas Day, and we were married on Christmas Day.
Oh, Mark, you have what we call a trifecta.
Yeah, this gift has to be perfect.
Say no more. You need to get out of here and go to Diamonds Direct. They've got the gifts women love, enough to supply up to 30 ordinary jewelry stores. Bands, bracelets, earrings, rings, and oh, listen, right now they're offering 3 years, 0 interest on any holiday purchase.
Oh, thanks for the help, Santa. So you're sure about this Diamonds Direct?
Oh, Mark, how do you think I keep Mrs. Claus happy?
Diamonds Direct, your destination for that home run holiday gift. With the guaranteed lowest prices, free lifetime service, and 3 years 0 interest now available on any purchase. On approved credit, open every Sunday in December. Diamonds Direct.
Off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt.
Hey, Hicken here. You guys ready to roof it right so you can sleep at night? Yeah, I got the guys for you. They're Roof It Right. Yeah, 3-star President's Club Award winner. It's called credibility. They're just one of 17 roofers in the nation, okay? GAF Master Elite Contractor. Yeah, they have that. These are the guys you want to trust to do surgery on your home. These guys named the company Roof It Right. They install every roof utmost care as if they were paying for the mortgage. RoofItRightFL.com. That's RoofItRightFL.com. Roof It Right so you can sleep at night.
My name is Janice. I'm a client of Brett Hastings. Brett is the most brilliant, diligent, hardworking attorney I have ever met. He is truly dedicated to his clients and fights for them to the very end. Brett fought hard to win a large personal injury lawsuit for me. They are the very best legal team I have ever met. I would hire them again in a heartbeat.
Learn more at justiceforjacksonville.com. Law offices of Brett Hastings, where the injured find justice.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Cataracts had taken a toll on the quality of Dad's life, so my wife and I took over. We researched online, talked to friends, read reviews. Turns out renowned cataract care is right here at Bowden Eye & Associates. The doctors made him feel hopeful for the first time in a long time. The trust was there from day one. Today, his cataracts are gone, and we're happy to have our dad back.
Bowden Eye & Associates. Visit today for your cataract consultation. BowdenEye.com. Ackerman Urology has the latest options for improving men's health and vitality. Their board-certified urologists treat prostate disease and sexual health issues to ensure your confidence and wellness. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Postgame Monday on 1010XL is brought to you by Dandy Foods, makers of the world-famous Classic Cuban. Everybody loves a classic.
This is Hayes Carline for Harrell and Harrell. I've known Holt and Julie Harrell for almost 25 years. Holt and I go back to high school football two-a-days. They're good people, and they work hard for their clients. Hopefully you won't need them, but if you're ever injured, call Harrell and Harrell at 251-1111.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Kathy Scott in Jacksonville at 730-3665.
Stream Song, the ultimate buddy golf experience. 3 nights, 3 courses, 1 extraordinary golf experience. With the Stream Song Tour Package, you'll play 3 of the most highly acclaimed and widely pursued courses in the game today. Stream Song Black, Red, and Blue. The package includes 3 nights luxury guest room accommodation, 1 round on Stream Song Red, Blue, and Black, breakfast each day, and your choice of restaurants. To book your Stream Song Tour Package, please call 855-329-1936.
Woodcraft of Jacksonville is your local source for woodworking tools, projects, and lumber. If you're interested in a new skill, we offer woodworking classes from basics to advanced. If you need help with a current project, our knowledgeable staff at Woodcraft can help because we're a trusted source for woodworkers. Just come by our location on the corner of St. John's Bluff and Beach Boulevard or call 721-9796. Get your Woodcraft gift certificate for the holidays now.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Pello Windows and Doors. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Another bad game offensively, especially for Nick Foles. An interception and 2 fumbles led to a quarterback change. Gardner Minshew stepped in and brought a little life to the offense as he threw a touchdown to D.D. Westbrook and threw for 147 yards. Gardner Minshew talked to media yesterday on how the team has kept him in game time ready.
They did like an extra 7-on-7 period for me, which was awesome. They didn't have to do that, and I'm super appreciative of the reps they've been giving me to help keep me ready and be as ready as possible.
Visit Jaguars.com for more. The Jags ultimately fell 28-11. They faced the Chargers this Sunday. LA lost in final seconds yesterday to Denver and also dropped to 4-8. It's 52 degrees at 8:02. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more of The Drill next on 1010XL.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Now breakfast with Boselli.
Brought to you by Claude Nolan Cadillac and ClaudeNolanCadillac.com. Beginning lasting relationships since 1905. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A.
On 1010XL.
It's the segment, it's the show that made Tony Boselli famous, and it's here again today.
It wasn't his job as left tackle?
No. Oh. Nobody knows who offensive linemen are.
Yeah, so 1010XL and Breakfast with Boselli
Quick question.
has made the man.
Quick question. Who's the left guard for the Jags? See, you don't have the answer. So this
some guy they pay too much money is who that is.
This show has started off and driven Tony Boselli to greatness, and he loves it. I know he looks forward to it each and every Monday because he speaks the truth.
And then after Monday, he said, man, that was awesome today. I can't wait till next Monday.
Correct.
After the program.
So
that's not accurate. None of the things that you just said are accurate.
Nothing was accurate about that?
Maybe one or two in there somewhere.
Oh, dear. Well, let's start with some accuracy. Our football team is in the proverbial, and I don't know what else to say, crapper. They are not good, and they are trending downward. And yesterday was another example of bad football, Don Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
A team that is struggling to score points.
Yeah.
Defensively yesterday against a Bucs team that scores a bunch of points and throws for a bunch of yards and is pretty proficient offensively. They played well, I thought. I mean, they gave up really in the first half, they gave up 18 points. But because one was the scoop sack, you can't put on them.
Right.
Another offense was the issue yesterday, not as much defense.
Well, the issue is the team, though. I mean, we can do that.
Overall, yeah, you can do it week to week.
Yeah.
But the big issue, coming this week was we couldn't stop the run. We can't score points.
Right.
And at least we stopped the run, played better defense. We still can't score points. In the last, I think it's 4 games now.
Mm-hmm.
In the first half of those 4 games, we've scored a total of 13 points.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Okay, let's cut to the biggest issue of all, and that is Nick Foles is not playing good football at all. He got benched. The team made a huge investment into him. Gardner Minshew provided it's like we don't suck as much when Gardner Minshew's in there, I guess is the best way to say it. He provides a little bit more mobility back there. It seemed to me, just in listening to Doug Marrone yesterday, that they will turn towards Minshew here now. I don't know how they can go back to Foles after what he's done over the last 2.5 games, but what do you think? And what do you do now with Nick Foles?
Well, to say that Gardner's a little bit more mobile than Nick, that'd be a complete understatement. How about a lot more mobile?
Yes. Well, Nick Foles is a statue back there, which we all
and
knew.
he looks lethargic even on top of
Although
that.
I did think he scored a touchdown yesterday. I did think he scored a touchdown, and the refs missed that, but that's just me.
What are you talking about?
When he snuck it forward, nobody ever touched him or tackled him.
Yeah, but as a quarterback, if you go down falling forward, you're going to give yourself up. I mean, because if someone would have came in there and hammered him, we would have been like, "Oh, it's a penalty."
No, the fans would have cheered because Minshew would have been coming in.
Well, that's not very nice. I was wrong about Foles.
I was too.
I thought he'd come in and give us a spark, and I thought his ability to see defenses and make quick decisions, get rid of the ball. And I didn't think he was that immobile. I don't remember him being that immobile. I mean, he can't move.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look that comfortable in the pocket. So if you're not going to be able to move, you better be, really good moving in the pocket. I mean, look at like Jameis. Jameis is, a guy who's
can move when he has to.
Pass.
Yeah.
But he's really good in the pocket. Like he's strong in the pocket. Like he's hard to bring down. He extends plays. I mean, he reminds me of Ben Roethlisberger sitting back there in the pocket. How he isn't going to be running, you're not scared of that, but he just stands back there and makes things happen. And Foles isn't doing that. I mean, the bottom line is the offense is pathetic.
Right.
And they don't score points. He brings no juice to them, and Minshew does.
Where is the value, Tony, moving forward? Is the value playing for the franchise? Is the value playing Minshew another 4 games and get him ready because for next year, or is it the value in reclaiming Foles? Is Nick Foles on the roster in September?
He has to be.
Well, that's unless they trade him, somehow somebody trades for him.
First of all, let's be clear. No one's going to trade for him unless you do like a Brock Osweiler deal where
you pay it off.
Yeah. I mean, he's on the roster.
So is it an overreaction to this quickly said they made a huge mistake in signing Nick Foles? Or is that accurate?
No, I think it's fair. I mean, you're 4-8.
Yeah.
You're benching the guy you guaranteed $50 million for a 6th-round draft pick. I mean,
well, we assume that, right? We don't know. We're not breaking that, but that's the general guess. Yeah, I would too.
At least for the San Diego game of Los Angeles.
Yeah. I think I do for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, what we've seen in the body of work, Minshew's better. And I'm not saying Minshew's like great, but he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And so let me, because here's a good thing to think of. If we had drafted Minshew in the first round,
right,
and he had played the way he has played, there's no way you'd bench him. You're like, he's a rookie, he's doing great. He's
right.
And
Nick Foles was just your veteran backup, right?
Yeah, he's just your veteran backup, and I think that's how you have to look at it.
Yeah.
The money you spend is a sunk cost. It's gone.
Right.
Like, there's no getting it back. You made a mistake, whatever you want to call it. It's tough because Nick Foles only really had 2.5 games.
Is there no reclaiming that? Like, is it over? Is it done?
He's not going to give any of the money back. No.
No, not that.
The money. I mean, is there any
Foles
chance
has a
of
quarterback here?
Yeah, Foles plays. I mean, are you giving Nick Foles basically, I guess, $50 million? I mean, for these 2.5 games?
No, I don't. I mean, listen. Right now, you can't worry about next year. I mean, that's so far away.
Okay.
And I think if you're Doug Marrone and the staff, I mean, you're fighting for your job, fighting for trying to win some football games going down. And right now, who gives you the best chance to win? It's Gardner Minshew. So you play him, and then you let whoever here is here, and if it's the current leadership with everyone intact, then you can sit down as a group and you make a decision in the offseason kind of how you want to proceed.
Right.
at the quarterback position. But until then, I think right now, if you're living in the present, you have to go. I would go with Minshew. And I was wrong. I said coming out of Houston.
Yeah, me too.
I said going into Houston, I thought, Minshew's been great, but Nick Foles is a guy who's done it. He's won big games. In the first 11 plays, at least, we saw in Kansas City. He was good, throwing the ball. Go back to the guy.
And then we saw him play, and we were like, ugh.
And then the last 2.5 games, you're like, my goodness. I mean, it's just not. And more than just being bad, there's no juice. There's no there's nothing to it. It's
he looks lethargic. I knew he wasn't super mobile, Tony, but man, he almost went duck and cover in that pocket a couple of times yesterday.
Well, the ball security. I mean, the first one's not on him. Juwan Taylor's, you can't. He just got beat, and Foles looking to their side doesn't never see Shaquille Barrett coming. That happened, but the next one, come on, it's breaking down.
Right.
The protection, you're sliding to your right, you feel the pressure, the guy coming. You got to secure it. You have to throw it away. You secure it. You can't fumble in that situation.
Now, they're still in the game there. I mean, they're way behind, but they're in the game. Tony, are you bothered by the fact that we can't get a yard down on the – I mean, we got 28-11, right? Or 25-11. We're down on the 1-yard line. We got Leonard Fournette here. Let's pound the ball in there, and it doesn't occur and end up throwing a pick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, you get first and goal from the 1 as an offensive lineman, you better be able to put it
Offensive line was poor yesterday, right?
I agree.
Okay.
I thought the tackles really struggled.
Yeah. I thought that was Juwan Taylor's worst game that I can remember.
By far.
Okay.
He's had a really good year.
Yeah. He had a couple holds and just got beat for that.
He gave up 2 sack fumbles. Touchdown. I mean, leave it, just stop there.
Yeah, okay.
I said it on the broadcast. This will be a game that Juwan Taylor will want to go home, turn off all social media, not turn on ESPN.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
And just go to bed.
Yeah.
And get ready to look at film and feel completely embarrassed and bad about how he played, and then you try to put it behind you because there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, he didn't play well, but neither did Cam. I don't think Cam played well. He really struggled against Pierre-Paul. Norwell had the penalties. I mean, it doesn't count. The penalties hurt you, and so that's a negative and a bad look, and not a good job by Norwell. But when he's not committing penalties, he blocked well. Will Richardson really struggled at right guard when he came in. Can and Linder and Norwell, outside of Norwell's penalties, they're fine. I mean, they're okay.
Tony, let me ask you a question about this offensive line because, boy, we sure go up and down. One word that comes back is consistency, and I think we can say that because, 5 weeks ago you could say they're great, and 4 weeks later they're bad. Is that talent? Is it coaching? Is it a combination? I guess, in other words, if there is a major turnover here, is the offensive line from a personnel standpoint okay? Could they get a juice and a bump and improvement from just some fresh voices and schemes, or is that?
No, they got fresh voices and schemes. I mean,
okay, so is that an area that needs to be like big time addressed then in the off season?
I mean, I think George Warup's a good coach. I like Juwan Taylor at right tackle. You got to make a decision. I don't like this rotating of guards. It doesn't work for me. I don't understand it.
Right.
You got to make a decision there. Linder's a solid center. I know everyone loves to kill Norwell, and I know everyone says we pay him too much money. But if you look at, number one, he's ranked in the top 15 of guards in the NFL from a lot of statistical advantages. I mean, he's a good player. Now, are you paying for more than a good player? Sure, but we've talked about that's what happens in trade. You restructure his contract. You worry about the offseason. But is he a solid player? Yeah, he's a solid left guard. I think Cam's too up and down. I mean, he needs to be more consistent. His pass sets, continue to concern me with some of the technique and some of the things he does. I know I've watched what George is teaching, and it's not that. And there's just some bad habits that he has to clean up coming off an ACL. So can that get better? You'd hope so, but it's something you got to look at and you got to really monitor in the off season. So I think you're always trying to improve and get depth and get guys you can develop when you're looking in the draft for offensive linemen, and you can do that in the middle of the rounds. And so, it's just okay right now. And yesterday it was bad.
Just 3 rushing touchdowns all year, lowest in the entire NFL.
It's not good.
Hey,
now that goes. But I'll say this: that's blocking, but
Right.
that's also schematic. I mean, that's just. I mean, you should be able to scheme some stuff to get some touchdowns running the ball.
Right.
So that's both.
I think I know how you're going to answer this question, but reports yesterday that Linder and Jan got nose to nose in the locker room after the game.
Yeah.
Does that bother you? Does that make you happy?
No.
Does that? Yeah, I didn't think of it.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
Good. Like you don't. I'd be more concerned if everyone's high fiving.
That's what I would.
That's got to be
Yeah.
without knowing the exact. I mean, I don't think that Jan's ticked because Brandon didn't say hi to his mom in the lobby. They're arguing over which side of the ball is to blame. Along those lines.
I wasn't even in there, and I read about it this morning.
Okay.
I didn't even know what happened. I'll guarantee you what happened. One of them said something about the other
side
opposing call.
Yeah.
About picking it up and doing your damn job,
Right.
or something like that. And the other guy said, "Hey, why don't you worry about your own stuff? Keep
Right.
my you know what."
Right.
And it went from there, and they ended up in each other's face.
So who
Big
wins
deal.
in a fight between Linder and Ngakoue?
Ooh,
Let's have
I'd
some
pay
fun.
to see that.
That's a good one there.
I'd pay to see that one.
Let me tell you what, that's pay-per-view, baby.
Yeah,
And
that's a good one.
I'm dishing out $50 for that fight.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in on that one too.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I'm kind of the promoter. I just put this thing together.
Charity.
They're going to do it after practice under the bleachers, Tony, today.
that might be a pick-em. Like Jan's tough, mean, nasty.
Linden's
really,
like country strong, big old.
Linder's big old sucker, has the weight advantage,
Yeah.
strength advantage. I think that's a fight that, depending on if Linder can get Jan to the ground,
Right.
he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I feel
But
somehow,
if,
some way, Jalen will run in, sucker punch one of the two, and then leave, and then run away.
He's not here anymore.
Oh.
Can we do that instead of play the Chargers?
That would be better. That'd be better. That's not bad.
Put a steel's cage at 50. I wonder how many tickets we can sell for that. This week,
about the same
pregame,
showed up yesterday.
Unique Ngakoue and Brandon Linder inside the squared steel circle.
Let's do this.
Oh, no, a squared circle, I just said.
That's going to be a story, and people are going to talk about it. Oh, gosh.
That's so common,
the amount
especially
of
on losing
facts,
teams.
The amount of fights that happened in the locker rooms when I was playing here,
It's because you were in 3/4 of them.
It happens. Those are guys who care. Like, if anything, I like it a little bit because I know, Yannick cares. It's important to him. It's important to Linder. These guys are frustrated. They don't like it. They're embarrassed. They are tired of losing. They're tired of, all the junk that goes with it. And when you're wound tight, as most guys are in that locker room, things are going the wrong way. It's a short fuse. And I'm not condoning fighting, and I know everyone listening. You can't do that in the workplace. Well, give me a break.
Yeah,
this isn't
normal.
normal.
Who did you punch who did you land the best punch against ever in your fights?
No.
You won't say?
Well, with a helmet included, because you big dummies hit each other with helmets on.
Who hit you the best? How about this? Who hit you the best?
No.
No, not going to go there. All right, beef reset, please.
You're listening to Breakfast with Baselli on that note, brought to you by Claude Nolan Cadillac and ClaudeNolanCadillac.com. Beginning lasting relationship since 1905. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A.
Now comes the uncomfortable part because inevitably at 4-8, there's change is coming, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
Is there any doubt in your mind now? Do you see the Jaguars turning this around? I don't. Do you see them winning another game? I'm not sure that they will. I don't think they're winning at Oakland or at Atlanta. Maybe Indy in a who cares game at the end if Indy's out of it. I don't know. But are we now at the point where, look, things are going to be different next year?
Well, that's a great question. I think you start – it starts with what's Tom going to do?
Right.
The way it's set up, Tom Coughlin is in charge of everything on the football side of that building.
Okay.
And so up until him, now obviously he reports to Shad, and what Shad's going to do with Tom, I have no idea.
Right.
But let's just put that aside for right now. As far as anything else that happens, as long as Tom Coughlin is there, it is his responsibility and his decision and his job to figure out the plan of how they're going to move forward.
Right.
And I don't know what he's thinking right now. I don't know about you guys. I wasn't here. I was in Atlanta getting ready for the Thanksgiving game.
National guy.
Yeah. I had to drop that in there.
Did you see your national friend Dan, or your local friend Dan is the only one you've talked to?
I didn't get to talk to my national.
Okay.
friend.
All right. Good.
But anyways, so I watched the press conference that Tom did.
Yes.
I got nothing from it.
Well, it's not really a press. I mean, you can call it a press conference, but if you don't answer the questions, it's really not much of a press conference. And he did.
Whatever you
I don't
want to
know.
call
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
he couldn't answer. I don't.
Yeah.
Again, this goes back to the point we had him here last year. Some people are smart enough to know that, yes, there's a question to be asked, but if you're not going to get the answer and you know that, why ask the question?
I guess you got to ask.
I guess you know you don't, but you think you got it, so you pretend like you've done something.
It's their job. Number one,
I got that, but you're not. At the end of the day, is anyone surprised? GMs don't have post-mortems until the body's dead, and the body's cold, and it's twitching in the
Tony,
sewer.
I want to
but
ask
it's
you
not
this
dead.
question. I asked Tony.
That's not always accurate.
Let me ask you this question.
No,
I
only if
asked
something major happens.
I asked the media boys this yesterday, and
I think that was the question. I mean, I think that's what. I mean, number one,
Almost
something
8 weeks
major is
ago.
happening.
Yeah. What are we talking
Well,
about?
I'm just saying, nothing was. I'm not.
Okay, I
It's
don't
not. I'm
understand
just
your point.
saying,
I don't know what you
my point
expect
is
him.
this: I have no idea what Tom Coughlin's going to do, and I got nothing out of that press conference, which would lead me to.
I'll tell you what, Tony.
he's
You
gonna
watch
do.
the rest of the league, and you tell me when the GM comes out in Week 12 and tells you who he's hiring and firing and what he's going to do. That's my
I didn't
point.
say-
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
my
with
point.
you, Jeff.
There's
all
no
I'm
answer
saying
to be
is
given.
listening. All I'm saying is listening. I didn't get anything
Sure.
that would lead to give the
tension
direction
amongst
of what Tom's
everyone.
thinking.
I know.
Yeah.
All I was saying.
Yeah. Tony, let me ask you this, because you're a national guy. So let me ask you this question. And I asked the media boys this yesterday, and I didn't get an answer that I don't think they knew. How GMs across the league, or whoever's in charge of the football side.
Yeah, the head of football.
Yeah, how many times, are they supposed to meet with the media? And what's the line there in comparison? You know, do other GMs meet the media? We know what Jerry Jones does, okay? He's he's Oppo Tom Coughlin. So give me an idea of what the GMs across the league do generally, though, when it comes to meeting with the media. My criticism of Tom would only be that I felt like he or Dave should have talked when Jalen got traded, obviously. That was a big deal.
For sure.
And I thought
For
one
sure.
of them should have spoke then. But I'm not so sure they should be speaking, or should they? I don't know. I'm asking you this question.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I think from a week-to-week basis of what's happening with the football team on the football field.
You let the coach do it, right?
That is the head coach's job.
Okay.
I think we're the GM or whoever is in charge of football, in this case, Tom Coughlin.
Sure.
When you have major trades, major personnel moves, things that are outside the quote-unquote what happens on the field, I do think at that point, you see the leadership come out and talk about it. Now, sometimes that's just the coach because, whether it's, Kansas City or New England, there's a number of places where that coach kind of plays both of those roles. Even though there's a GM, it's the coach making the final decision of how that happens and what you do. And so it's fine. At that point, he's going to talk about it. I mean, even go back to training camp with the Raiders with all the Antonio Brown stuff. It was Mike Mayock who was addressing the bigger things off the field.
Right.
As the GM. So I think that's where leadership.
Very quickly, by the way. He would just come out and say something and walk away.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, however you want to do it, whatever your style is.
Yeah.
I think when those type of things happen, leadership needs to step in and say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is the direction of the organization. We've traded X and X player. And then at that point, it's up to the leader how in-depth he wants to get of why and what they got and what they were thinking. Or he can just say, this is what we did. And then you can, say no questions or just play the Bill Belichick school of answering questions of the media and just give basically bland answers.
On to Los
Whatever
Angeles.
you want to, whatever you want to do there.
Yeah.
But I think that, but from a week-to-week basis, I don't think it's the GMs or, anyone outside the coach to address what's happening on the field.
Well, I know enough to say this, Tony, and I don't want to put you in a bad spot, but to me, and just being around the team, and I'm around the team a good deal, okay? There's a disconnect between Coach Marone and management, and that disconnect is there, and it's apparent. And so, like I said, obviously things are going to change at the end of the season. I don't see any way, shape, or form in which things don't change. So, and I feel badly about it just because, I like all the parties involved, and I know you're friends with them, so I know it's hard for you to comment on all that. But it's clear to me that that's the direction that this franchise is headed at this point, with 4 straight losses of 17-plus points per game. It's just unfathomable in the NFL.
Well, first of all, I like all the people there, and
Right.
I don't want. I mean, we all have relationships with them.
Sure,
and
we
I don't
do.
want anyone to ever lose their job. Or,
Yeah,
and
nor do I.
It's not fun talking about it. At the end of the day, everyone signed up for this deal,
Right.
knowing that this is a performance business. This
Results oriented. Everybody knows it. Yep.
Oriented. That at the end of the day, if you don't perform, there are changes that happen. It's just the way it goes. And as far as the disconnect, I mean, I think, whether you have inside information, I mean, we saw the Mark Long article that was written, or you just watch from a distance. When a team is 4-8 and you see press conferences and comments that are made from individuals that are in leadership, it becomes very apparent that people are not operating all on the same page.
Right.
And they're not all, on this thing together, arm in arm, saying, "Hey, we're in this together. Sink or swim. We're going to do it together." That's not. I mean, and that happens when you're 4-8 and you lose, and it's 2 back-to-back losing seasons, and with expectations and everything else, and especially if you look at the commitment from ownership, from Shad, and the investments that he's willing to make as far as paying players and signing free agents. And it's not like this is not an organization that we have an owner that sits back and says, "Go figure it out," but we're not spending money.
Right.
I mean, the resources are there, and Shad gives Tom and everyone on the football side all the resources that they want to produce a winner. And when that doesn't happen, there's tension and there's uncomfortableness. And
sure. And
if you don't have a really tight knit group, you're going to start getting finger pointing and stuff. And those are the reports, and that's you just kind of feel that, and that happens on teams that lose, and that's it's unfortunate, and it'll be interesting to see what Tom decides to do as the leader of that side of the building, and kind of what direction he takes and what steps he takes.
Yeah. And it will be interesting. There's so much more I could talk to you about, but we're up against it. So,
do you want to do another segment? Or
do you have time?
We can. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and continue because I want to get into a couple other things with Tony about the direction of the Jags and where they're headed, and we want to continue the discussion. He'll charge us a little overtime, which will be good, and everybody wins here. So we're back with more right here on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Offense scores points.
He's looking. He is firing.
Find out who scores the offensive player of the game.
And it is good. Touchdown!
Listen for your local Hyundai dealer's offensive player of the game on 1010XL. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
When you hear Honda, you automatically think safety, value, reliability. Now think sale. Big sale and low interest rates. This is our last sale of the year during Happy Honda Days at your local Honda dealer. Don't miss it.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!
If you have sleep apnea but have trouble using CPAP, now there's a button to replace it. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you're struggling with CPAP, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how they maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you demand. Now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes with a Section 179 tax deduction when you buy new Kubota construction equipment by December 31st.
Greater power for the great outdoors. Coastal Equipment.
At Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road in Jacksonville, and now also in McClenny.
It's the best holiday gift New Year's resolution ever, not having to clean your gutters again. A-Plus Gutters installs a leaf and gutter protection system with a 10-year workmanship warranty. Call 924-5650. That's 924-5650.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
If the moments of sexual intimacy with your partner are memories of the past, take note. ED isn't an inevitable part of aging. The urologists of the McKeever Clinic can get you back to feeling like your normal self again. Generic forms of Viagra and Cialis are now available directly at McKeever. Your McKeever doctor will decide if this alternative is right for you, and you can go home the same day with the prescription. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jeff Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
Sports from a little different point of view.
Helmets and heels.
This is completely against the rules.
Built by Dreamfinders Homes.
Presented by Underwood Jewelers.
And American Window Products.
Tuesday nights at 6 on 1010XL.
Hicken here, and man, I love this time of the year when it's getting cooler outside because one of my favorite things to do is just relax and buy a warm fireplace. Hey, do you need to add a fireplace to your home, or maybe it's time to upgrade or remodel your old fireplace? Well, CSS can help you with your project. Call them for a free estimate, 389-2700, 389-2700. Or stop by their showroom on Edgewood Court. I've been there. It's terrific. See the new Heat and Glow fireplaces and tell them Hicken sent you. For the best in indoor and outdoor living, that's CSSOutdoor.com.
I was on the go, it was time to eat. I said, baby, grandma, Danny, cause they can't be beat. She got something else when it was time to choose. And after just one bite, I got that soggy sandwich blue. Should've known better, only Danny will do. Got that hometown flavor creeping up on you, yeah.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here, and I want to know, are your drafty windows letting all that cool air right back outside? Will they protect your home from Florida's unpredictable weather? If not, then it's time for the peace of mind that comes only with Pella Windows and Doors. Pella offers durable wood, fiberglass, and vinyl products in various styles and designs to best complement your home. So visit the Pella of Jacksonville showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla, or find them at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors at PellaJacks.com.
Republic Services is now hiring CDL drivers in Duval and St. Johns counties. Join the team of over 33,000 employees across the U.S. with Republic Services. New drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus and competitive benefits. Over 50% of managers in Northeast Florida started their careers as drivers. You can build a career too. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment. For more information and to apply, wear the star, drive your career, visit republicservices.com.
How tough is the new 2019 Crewmax Toyota truck? Well, it's tough enough for Ernie Palmer Toyota and 1010XL to give one away this fall. Fact is, Ernie Palmer Toyota now has your toughest and coolest Tundras, Tacomas, Highlanders, and Sequoias just sitting around waiting for you to drive. So visit Ernie Palmer Toyota today and keep an eye out for the Ernie Palmer Weekly Pick'em Contest this football season on 1010XL.com, where you'll have a chance to win a Crewmax Toyota Tundra, only from Ernie Palmer Toyota.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right. Welcome back to the program. This is The Drill. We're hanging with Don Anthony Baselli Jr., Breakfast with Baselli. Thank you, Chick-fil-A. Delicious, as always. Tony, thank you for hanging on with us. A few more
bonus. It's bonus breakfast with Baselli.
It is bonus. It is bonus. And you referenced...
Maybe I'll have a bonus burrito while we're at it.
Tony expects a cash bonus for this.
You referenced you referenced an article, not sure about it. So Mark Long is a writer for the Associated Press, and he wrote an article about Tom Coughlin. Jags Coughlin offers no insight into future possible fixes. He talked about sort of a disconnect between TC and Marone specifically, I think, with maybe Caldwell in the middle. It would be kind of how I interpreted it, and I don't want to put, and Coughlin had a press conference last week.
Wednesday afternoon after we got off the air.
Yeah. felt like he needed to rally the troops. Generally, the general thought is that was more of a forced deal, that he was sort of told to go do that. I don't know that for sure. He didn't say. My only problem, and I'm very biased here, as you know, Tony. I think the world of Tom Coughlin and everything that he's accomplished. The only problem I had with Mark Long at all is more of what he tweeted when he said Tom Coughlin's legacy is that he ruined this franchise twice. That was
that's unfair,
terribly unfair, and mean-spirited, inaccurate. I mean, his legacy. If you want to talk about his football legacy, it's that he beat Bill Belichick and Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, that wasn't with the Jaguars, but that's his football legacy. He also coached this team to 2 AFC Championship games and came back and took the Jaguars to another AFC title game. But go ahead.
Can I say something about that?
Yes.
I disagree with Mark Long's description. 100%
Right.
disagree.
Right.
But who cares? Like, why are we worried about Tom's legacy right now?
We're not.
Like that. Well, yeah, we are. We're talking about it, and it bothers you, which is fine. And I disagree with it. I disagree with Mark's sentiment 100%. But who cares? Like, we're like, part of the problem is when you start worrying about stuff like that.
Right.
It's the wrong time. Like, you worry about legacies like when you're retired and you're not doing it. Right now we're in the midst of a awful 2-year run.
Yes.
That really encapsulates a much longer period than that with a blip on the radar in 2017.
Correct.
And to sit here and quibble and worry about anyone's legacy is ridiculous, because at the end of the day, the job of everyone in that organization is, and we'll just talk specifically on the football side, is to compete and to try to win a championship on a yearly basis, not just once every decade, every year. The goal should be you're trying to win the AFC South every year, because if you win the AFC South, you get a home playoff game.
Sure.
You get in the tournament, and you have anyone who follows the history of football, if you get in the tournament, you have a chance. That's all you want. Get into the tournament, because then anything can happen. And so the goal should be like, we want to compete that we're winning the AFC South every year. And if we just miss winning the AFC South, then we're going to be the wild.
Okay, so when we try to diagnose the problem then, Tone, and this is what we would do then. Okay, why have we had this 2-year run where we have not been successful at all and just really, quite frankly, have stunk? And so what you do is then say, well, who's at fault? Is it the owner? Is it management? When I say management, I say, well, everything goes through Tom, so you start with Tom and you kind of lump Dave in there. Is it the coaching staff, or is it the players, right? Are those the 4 parts that we would determine if we're trying to find someone at fault?
Sure. So you take one off the board.
Okay.
Like, immediately. Like, I don't know, what has ownership done? What has Shad Khan done?
Right.
That would negatively affect this team.
That's a great question, and I don't think he has. I think he's been. I don't want a meddling owner. I guess maybe the one thing he's done, you could say, is he's missed on some hirings. Right.
Okay.
I mean, because his record as an owner is not very good. But I would agree with you. I think Shad Khan wants to win. He hires the football guys, and he lets the football guys make football decisions.
Which is what you're supposed to do as an owner, Mike.
I would agree.
Now, if you pick the wrong guy, you got to make a change. That's the owner. That's the owner's. That's his job. But he hired Tom Coughlin.
Right.
3 years ago, hired Tom Coughlin because I think all of us would say Tom Coughlin's a good football guy. Like, he's smart. He's had success. I mean,
right.
Like, he has a pedigree. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the owner's job.
Right.
Like, my book. Like, was there anyone clamoring, saying, "Boy, what a bad hire Tom Coughlin was"?
I don't remember that. No.
I don't either. So let's check that off the box.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, then let's go. Well, we've talked about Coughlin and Caldwell. Obviously, there's been some bad moves. Keeping Blake Bortles, and now you're wondering about Nick Foles. And then along with that, there's been and I don't know where you fit. You seem to stick up more for Andrew Norwell than others. So
Well, you overpay. I mean, you overpay.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. You overpay for anybody in free agency, right?
Right.
I mean,
right. But here's the problem.
Yeah.
So when you you don't build the majority of your team through the draft,
right?
then you're going free agents. You have to pay more.
Okay, where do you stand? Where do you stand on this draft class or the last 2 draft classes? Because that's obviously important. Where do you stand on these 2 draft classes right now? And it's a little early to judge, so I get that. But
so I'm not going to judge this rookie one.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Josh Allen is having a great year.
Well, you would tell me Josh Allen's going to be a heck of a 10-year veteran pro.
Yeah, I think he's a very
right?
good player. Just watching him play, I think Jawan Taylor's so you think
Josh Allen had a 2-play sequence yesterday that was tremendous that you saw.
Right, but I'll just go back. The danger of doing this after 1 year.
Yeah, you're fair. That's fair. I know.
Go back to the draft you said was the greatest draft ever.
Right.
Jalen Ramsey's gone.
Yeah.
Miles Jack is not playing
right.
I mean,
yeah.
Ngakwe's playing good, but and then where else do you have after that draft?
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Like we were jumping up and down after year 1. Oh, this is the greatest people ever. And
and there's also this, which is fair, that we lose sight of because it's your team and you get so invested.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's hitting 7 home runs every April.
No,
a good draft year,
sure,
you get two or 3 good 5 to 10 year players out of a draft class, and then some guys may stick around for a year or 2, but they're not going to be.
Well, I mean, really, when you're drafting where we've drafted, you got to hit on some impact players.
But the bottom line is if you win, it's a good draft. If you don't win, it's not a good draft. I mean, no matter what I can sit here,
Yeah, no, and here's the way I look at it, I hate this let's pick point every draft.
Right.
Especially when you do it too early.
Right.
But I do think where you have to have a longer view and you start looking at it is, I think historically what we'll tell you is the good teams build through the draft.
Right.
Because it's young, cheap talent, and you sprinkle in free agency.
You have to build through the draft. I would agree with you. I think everybody agrees with you.
And so if you look at this team right now, just look at the team on the field.
Yeah.
You have your secondary is all undrafted free agents.
Okay, because you traded Jalen, right?
Well, Ronnie Harrison.
He's hurt. Yesterday I was him. So with one injury, you have either unrestricted free agents that you had signed or all undrafted guys.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard to win that way.
Yeah.
And so you start developing holes if you miss on draft picks. And I'm not talking about when I say hit on draft picks, I'm not saying they're Pro Bowl players or all pro. Just real good starters that allow you to win. Because the way you want to build a team is you have to build this team with the right pieces that complement everyone else that give you the chance to compete for a championship. And just from the results of what we've seen, I don't think anyone would argue that we've done that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the big decisions, and the big decision in every franchise is the quarterback.
Right. And that has not worked out here, obviously. That is the glaring.
It's only been about 17 years search, though.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. If you go back to getting rid of Mark, that was, in essence, a mistake.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, unnecessary at the time.
A huge mistake. And granted, now that's so
All
far
right,
back that who cares?
And
so
what about the... Do this, do this, and we'll go to the next level in a second.
Yeah.
The danger always is hindsight's 20/20.
Right.
And you said something very and when you're winning, everything is worse than you think it is.
Right.
And when you're winning, you cover up everything and act like everything's better than it really is.
Right. All right.
And so I want to be fair to the Doug and Tom and Dave. This is not an easy job.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, we're all judged by the results.
Right. Results-oriented business. All right. So we've talked about what about coaching? What do you think coaching is? What? I guess to me, it's hard. Again, you played the game, so you tell me overall coaching. I think the one mistake for me for Marrone, the glaring mistake was, running the easier camp and going that way and getting to the starting line healthy, which is what he wanted to do. But shoot, when we had a healthy team, we looked up and played the Colts here at halfway through the season, and we've been worse.
So, again, saying no different than what we just did.
I know.
If it would have worked, we'd all be saying Doug Marrone's the smartest guy
Correct.
ever.
And Doug Marrone was getting NFL Coach of the Year votes a month ago.
Right. And so everybody, you go back and forth, and every coach does it a little bit different. I would lean towards, and I'm not saying this is right. If I was a coach, I think you have to be physical in camp.
Right.
And I said it I would have played guys more.
Right. Even if especially when you're building a, quote, physical football team that's going to run downhill with a running back who's not got a ton of wiggle, but is a power back.
We got no fullback and no running tight end. Are we a running football team?
Well, that was the goal.
But Jeff brings up a good point. If you want to be a power running team, you have to invest in a fullback and you have to invest in tight end.
Also fair. All right, let's wrap it up with the players then. What about the players? Have they underperformed, Tony Baselli? There's been some good performances, but overall, what do you think?
Yeah, when you're 4-8, you're not playing good enough.
Again, you're not. If you win, you're fine. If you lose, you're not.
It's not that hard to look at.
Okay, for example, you tell me, did Donald Payne play as good as Miles Jack played yesterday?
I saw zero drop off.
Okay, that's a little bit of a concern, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I mean, and again, that's only one game, but one game.
Like you don't want to jump to conclusions.
Correct. You're not ready to anoint Donald Payne, but Donald Payne had 13 tackles and was very active. I thought he played a pretty good game. Yes.
Yeah, I watched the tape, but I don't know. Maybe Donald Payne was awful and he was out of position all day long and doing the wrong thing. I don't know.
Right.
And so I'm not sitting there, but based on what I know about defensive football and what we're trying to do,
right?
Donald Payne was solid.
Okay.
It wasn't spectacular, but he played a solid game.
All right. So, some of the players have underperformed this year because we're 4-8. So, in the end, we've decided that everybody deserves a little bit of the blame, and everybody will probably go.
Well, I mean, from a fan's perspective,
yes, sir,
in media perspective, which is where we sit, right?
Right.
Three of us and everyone listening sits in one of those two camps.
Correct.
What we tend to do is we want the fall guy. We want the easy answer. We want the one guy that says it's his fault, and if you just get rid of him, you fixed everything.
Right.
When you have as many losing seasons as we've had, there are it's not one thing, but there's some systemic things we have to look at, and it's like, okay, how are we doing things, and what do we need to do different to get better? And not just to change just to change, but really dig into it and evaluate of where we're at and what needs to happen to take a step forward in the right direction to bring more consistency where we can compete every year for a championship. And right now where we sit, that sits in the lap of Tom Coughlin. Because he's in charge of football,
no question.
And so you sit back and wait, and part of one of the things that what Tom said, I do agree with in his press conference, and we can argue about the delivery and everything else and how it was done. But just one thing he said, some of the there's 5 games to play, and the evaluation process needs to go through the end of the year, and then we will decide what we need to do to move forward. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
No one wants to hear that.
Sure.
The fans don't want to hear that.
Right.
Typically, GMs and they don't turn over every 2 or 3 years. I think people lose sight of that too.
Yeah.
It's not like
we're way up against it, man. We got to run, but we love your extra overtime. You'll be on this afternoon with Pete. All right. Well, we appreciate it, Tone.
Thanks, Tone. Pete's going to kill me.
And we didn't bring up the whole win out thing, so we let that go. And we didn't bring up the Gator game either. You were very rude yesterday and not taking your medicine in the media center.
I was not rude.
You were a little bit rude, Tone, because if the shoe were on the other foot, you would have stuck it right up my rear end. You know that.
But it's how you did it.
Well, that's because that's how I should do it, Tone. That's how you do it. You're an abrasive guy.
No, everyone's sitting at the tables like, my goodness.
But they don't know us. They don't know us like you. Jeff Prosser, you play golf with Tony Baselli.
You guys threw staples at each other. I don't know how we're trying to express any genteel nature to this relationship.
Thank you, Tony.
See you, Tone.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
This is The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. After you've had a day to digest Sunday's games, get an extra helping with Post Game Monday.
You'll be dining with the crew.
Expert analysis of Sunday's game all day. Brought to you by Dandy Foods, home of the classic Cuban. Everybody loves a classic.
Honey, what's on your wish list this year?
Oh, nothing special. I'm braceleted for any ring you want to get me.
What?
Oh, I could ring your necklace. You never listen.
Say that again.
Open up your earrings. Don't go to any trouble. Just something plain and sparkle.
Oh, you're hinting you want some jewelry?
Jewelry? No, just get me perfume. A couple of carats worth.
Sweetie, come on, help me out.
I'll tell you diamonds directly. I don't want anything. Let's pendant that you never asked me.
Guys, take the hint. Get her what you know she really wants at Diamonds Direct. We have an unbeatable selection of dazzling diamond and fashion jewelry. And this holiday season, you can make any purchase and spread your payments out over 3 years with 0 interest. Also, check out our online gift guide at diamondsdirect.com/gifts. Celebrate the season to sparkle at Diamonds Direct with expanded hours, including open every Sunday in December and always open at diamondsdirect.com.
Diamonds Direct, off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm a lemon pepper guy.
I'm a lemon pepper guy.
I'm a lemon pepper gal.
You know who it is, and I'm a lemon pepper guy. Leon Cersei here for Wingstop. Come on, man. It's football season, and these guys have the best wings in town. Use the app and have it delivered right to your home or business. 5 locations, open until midnight, all season long. Serving up lemon pepper or any of your favorite mouth-watering flavors. Wingstop.com.
Can't stop. Wingstop.
Whether you're freeing up space for visiting family or just need a helping hand around the house to do the big jobs, J-Dog Junk Removal is ready for your call this holiday. If you're breaking out decorations and realize that you need to clear some space, quick, call J-Dog. Or if you need something heavy moved to a different location, the veterans at J-Dog provide courteous labor services. No matter how big the job, call J-Dog Junk Removal today, 844-GET-JDOG, or enter your zip code at jdog.com.
When you owe the IRS or Florida sales tax and can't pay, contact J. David Tax Law. Voted best tax attorney by Folio Weekly readers and an ultimate tax attorney by the Jacksonville Business Journal. Stop collection action and permanently resolve your tax problem. Peace of mind is only a click or call away. Call J. David Tax Law now for a no-cost consultation at 507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Online at jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Ackerman Urology has the latest options for improving men's health and vitality. Their board-certified urologists treat prostate disease and sexual health issues to ensure your confidence and wellness. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
I can't tell you how many times I've been asked, Lee, do I have to take the breath test? Hi, I'm attorney Lee Locke. The decision is yours and you should know your options. If you agree to blow and you blow over the limit, your license will be suspended even without being convicted of the DUI. They won't tell you that. If you blow a .15 or above, you'll be subject to harsher penalties. They won't tell you that either. Now you know. Know before you blow. Call Lockett Law for a free case analysis. 858-9818. Office is Jacksonville. Know before you blow.
Rooted in the heart of the community, By Your Side Senior Care is your trusted source of quality in-home care for your loved ones. From companionship to personal care, we offer the complete solution when it comes to private duty care. And as a family-owned and operated business, you can rest assured we'll always go above and beyond to deliver the standards you and your family truly deserve. Discover all we have to offer at ByYourSideFL.com. ByYourSideFL.com.
By Your Side Senior Care.
Are you the type of fan that knows football so well that you can choose any game and call it? Well, MyBookie is the place for you because they let you turn all your sports knowledge into cash in your wallet. Between football season, NBA, and the start of college basketball season, it's time to get off the sideline and get in on the action with MyBookie. If you're the kind of guy who likes to bet a little and win a lot, try a parlay. For instance, if you like a couple of the big favorites this week, parlays are perfect because they let you bet multiple games together for a much bigger payout. So, if you're gonna bet this season, do the smart thing and go to mybookie.ag, because no one gives you more ways to win. If you join right now, MyBookie will match your deposit halfway, all the way up to $1,000. That means if you deposit $2,000, you get an extra $1,000 in free money to play with. Visit mybookie.ag today. You play, you win, you get paid.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
The T-shirt didn't have anything to do with us at the -1 moving out. I wore a T-shirt. I wore a jacket with it. My daughters wanted me to wear the shirt, and I'd wear it again. I'd put a jacket on. I covered it up. I took a picture with a fan. That was as simple as that.
No, you know what's simple? Freddie Kitchens is simple. Too simple to be an NFL coach. My man just said he made the dumbest decision of the week because his daughters wanted him to. Hey, Freddie.
Well, tell people what he did so they
He
understand.
wore a T-shirt on the team trip to Pittsburgh that said Pittsburgh started it.
Right.
Which, if you're the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, makes you a moron.
Yeah, that was
look, this is beyond bulletin board. This isn't somebody threw a water balloon. Your man ripped off the helmet of the quarterback and full-on swung it at his head.
So you go to Pittsburgh. They are now aware of that. You play the Steelers, whom, by the way, have beaten you like a doormat for I mixed them there, for years and years. Mike Tomlin is like, what, 21-4 against them all
I think
time?
it's better than that.
Some incredible number. But they're down to their third quarterback, some guy named Duck. They don't have the Terminator at running back, James Conner. He was out, correct?
Correct. Juju Smith-Schuster's out.
Juju's taken out. The center's out.
Pouncey's out, by the way, because Pittsburgh didn't start it,
And you go in there and get your handed to you and lose a game and thereby pretty much finish off their playoff chances.
And then you're going to say that you did it because your daughters want to? Hey, Freddie, a follow-up. What if your daughters want you to play 8 men on offense next week? We're going to do that too? I mean, ESPN has a quickie column here.
By the way, Mike Tomlin, again, 7-5 with that football team.
Yeah,
give that dude some credit.
And by the way, Benny Snell is better than Wycrow Armstead. For the record, for anybody drafted this year, don't have to get a guy from the small schools. You're allowed to go get a big school guy.
Yeah.
And Benny Snell is a good player. And Pittsburgh's going to run him for the next 5 years. He'll have 10 times as many rushing yards as any running back we draft, not named Leonard. All right. ESPN Overreaction Monday column, and they ask, are these NFL issues overreaction? So we'll go through them quickly. I think we just had Freddie Kitchens will be a one-and-done coach in Cleveland. Is that an overreaction?
Not an overreaction. Could very well be.
Cleveland looks like they need to go get a good coach. They could be good.
They should be good.
Yeah, they're really
got a lot of talent there.
Well, you knew it was coming. Oh, by the way, their verdict, not an overreaction. Okay, the Jaguars show up quick. The Jaguars made a mistake with the Nick Foles signing. Is that an overreaction?
No. I
don't think so either.
But, I mean, again, we've 2.5 games with Nick Foles and no point. I mean,
here's
nothing.
the scary part about this.
Yeah.
The reality is this. Nick Foles, in the amount that he's played, has not been as good as Gardner Minshew in the amount he's played, right?
Right.
Okay, Nick Foles has been in the league 8-9 years and played in the Super Bowl. Gardner Minshew's been in the league 8-9 minutes.
Right.
And so who is more likely to improve over the remainder of their career?
Yeah.
Not Nick Foles.
Not good, bud.
It's Gardner Minshew. So to me, if the fan base ought to demand that Gardner Minshew play this week, and if they name Nick Foles a quarterback and you choose to really not want to watch what you watched yesterday, who could blame you? So
Nick Foles, 3 touchdowns. 2 picks, 736 yards in 4 games.
I can't tell you how disappointed I am, Dan.
It's disappointing.
I really thought they would be better. I thought he would be better. I thought it was a good signing. I thought the team would respond to him coming in, and it's just been so disappointing. So wrong on what his impact could be. By the way, verdict, not an overreaction.
Yeah.
The Patriots won't get one of the top 2 seeds in the AFC.
It's an overreaction.
The Patriots are still 2 games ahead of the 8-4 Chiefs and 8-4 Texans, but they do play
Chiefs,
Kansas City next week.
Yeah, it's still an overreaction. I'll tell you why. This happens every year, The Patriots had 9 guys. They flew 2 planes down there. They kept the sick guys on one plane and the healthy guys on the other plane. There's some problems there. Father Time is visiting Tom. But to say they're not going to get one of the top 2 seeds, I think at 10-2, that's an overreaction.
Well, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. They play at Kansas City this week.
Okay.
Well, the Bills are 9-3. Only one game back now, and they have a game at New England late. And if they go pull some late season magic like they did on Thanksgiving, suddenly the Patriots could be a wild card. Now, the Bills still have to play Baltimore and Pittsburgh, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
But with 4 games left, they have Baltimore, Pittsburgh, New England, and the Jets.
Who does?
The Bills.
Okay, the Patriots have
Kansas City,
Miami, and the Bengals.
Okay.
That gets me to
Kansas City and Buffalo.
Yeah, that gets me to 12-4. Worst case.
Well, the Bills only have 3 losses. They can lose a game too.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see how they come.
And by the way, that Buffalo game's in
I know
Foxborough.
it is. I'm not predicting
overreaction.
it. I think it's an overreaction, but I don't think it's a huge overreaction. I'm nervous now if I'm the Patriots. Tell me who they've beaten this year, Dan.
Yeah, they beat.
Who's their win? Are you looking at their schedule still?
No, but they beat some good teams.
Yeah, who?
I mean, a lot of good teams.
Okay, the Eagles and Cowboys. Neither one are good. They stink.
They're no good.
I mean, they're barely 500. Who have they beaten so far? I know at the beginning of the year they beat the Jets and the Dolphins and
They beat the Steelers.
Okay, that's first game of the year.
They beat the Bills.
Right. We're comparing them. That one doesn't count.
They beat the Browns.
The point is they've not.
Yeah.
The 2 toughest teams they played.
Yeah.
Are the Texans and the Ravens.
All right.
Unless the Bills maybe.
Yeah.
All right. They say overreaction. No NFC East team will finish with a winning record.
That may not be an over. Listen,
So is 8-8? Is 8-8 a winning record? It's not, is it?
No.
That's a winning record would be 9-7.
I think probably somebody gets to 8-8 and wins a division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't think 9-7 is going to do it.
Yeah.
But
bad football.
I am as disappointed as Cowboys fans must be. If I'm an Eagles fan, I might be just.
That's terrible.
Spitting cheesesteak out. I mean, how do you go lose that game?
Yeah.
Overreaction. Phillip Rivers playing his final month as a Charger.
Agree.
Yeah, not an overreaction.
I think Phillip Rivers may be playing his final month
as a player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's gonna? Yeah. Maybe the Jags will go side him. That's Overreaction Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
I wanted to ask you one other thing before we head to break, and that's this: Auburn, Alabama, great game, right? Tremendous, fun to watch. Back and forth. I watched a lot of it, and some of it in the Gator press box area, going down there for the game.
I watched it just about every second at home. It was a wild ride.
Mac Jones played a really good game.
I thought
Congrats to him.
You threw 2 pick sixes, so that takes away from a really great game. But he played good, played better than I thought he would, and really slung it around with more efficiency than you would expect.
I have a problem, and again, I'm not ever going to defend Alabama, and they've gotten bevy of calls through the years, but the 1 second thing was a screw job. There's no way that was.
There's no way that happens.
Yeah, that should have been the end of the half.
Yeah, you don't.
Somehow they found them a second, allowed them to kick a field goal.
Here's what bothers me about that, Hick.
It's just wrong.
The way that rule works is the clock stops when the whistle blows.
Right.
It's not on the clock keeper to stop it when he wants to. And so I thought that they reviewed the wrong thing. The question is his knee down with a second to go? They don't have a timeout. That clock always runs a couple, 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But give Auburn credit. It's not easy to get everybody out there and in 1 second get the snap off and the kick up. But, yeah, I thought that they got screwed. Now, I thought his complaining about at the end did come across as kind of whiny.
Yeah.
They should give us a chance. No, they shouldn't. Yeah. They outsmarted you. They made you look dumb. They pulled your pants down.
That's something you call Birmingham about and say, hey, it's Nick. Listen, we got to look at this. But to go out publicly and say that looks bad.
It sounds crybaby-ish.
Yeah.
And your football team, by the way, is giving up about 50 a game to good teams now.
Yeah, they're not. I said the Alabama defense is not the Alabama defense that we've known for many years.
Well, that really played out.
And Auburn scoring that many points is surprising, especially because Bo Nix
finally played good, I thought. Yeah. Especially the second half, he played better.
Yeah.
But somehow, at the end of the day, it should be noted that Florida should be considered the third best team in the league behind LSU and Georgia.
I don't know if Florida would beat Alabama. They deserve to be ranked ahead of Alabama. Yeah. And I think everybody would agree with that.
Their resume is better. They beat Auburn. Alabama lost to them.
Correct.
And they played LSU just as tough, pretty much. So.
Pretty much.
All right. Anyway, we head for the final hour of the program. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback Divorce Men Only CameronHughes.com. Had the folks over for Thanksgiving, and we got some converts. They loved the Cameron Hughes wine. I went with the Sonoma Valley Chardonnay this time. It's a 91-point gold medal winner. Oh, boy, it drinks easy. A 5-star review average. That's like most, if not all, the wines at Cameron Hughes, who you can think of as your personal wine buyer and sommelier, drinking all the boring wine so you don't have to, and delivering only the cream of the crop. You see, this is what they do. They go straight to high-end, top-rated wineries all around the world, specifically and specializing more in California, I'd say. But they make deals for the best wines he finds straight from the source. Right now, Cameron Hughes Wine is having a post-Black Friday sale, the biggest site discounts of the year. Enter my code, Guggen, and get free shipping on 3 or more bottles. All you have to do is enter my code, Guggen. Go to chwine.com. Get free shipping when you buy 3 or more bottles. Just enter the code Guggen at checkout. That's chwine.com, code Guggen.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Watch 1010XL on YouTube. Visit and subscribe to our YouTube page by searching for 1010XL video. All one word in YouTube. You'll see the 10-minute drill and after drill every day, along with original content. Search 1010XL video on YouTube.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Guys, I know you're sick of shaving. I know you are. And I'm going to say laser hair removal, and you're going to think that's something that only women do. Not the case. Lots of guys, every day, guys get laser hair removal at Ideal Image because it's awesome. It's a more permanent solution to getting rid of embarrassing, unwanted hair. Simple treatments destroy hair follicles in a matter of minutes. You're going to save time, money, and save yourself from a lifetime of shaving. Celebrate the holidays with Ideal Image Med Spa. Enjoy 50% off laser hair removal. They only employ the top licensed nursing and medical professionals in the country. They're America's #1 choice for laser hair removal. Call for your private complimentary consultation. 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets at Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island, and St. Augustine in Diane's Marketplace. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman, and IdealImage.com. Call now. Ideal Image. Celebrate the holidays with Ideal Image Med Spa. 50% off laser hair removal.
Have you heard why people are driving from all over the country to buy a new vehicle from Beaver? We offer wow prices that are much lower than you'd ever expect to pay. You get a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We are fast, fair, and transparent with no funny business. The message is simple. We treat you like family, offer exceptional service, and big discounts. Don't forget, this is the last month to nominate your local hero to win a free car. I'll see you tomorrow at Beaver Chevrolet or Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Mike Dempsey here. Do you need a last-minute idea for hosting a company holiday party? Check out the Party Shack Tailgate Suites during game day. The Party Shack Tailgate Village is no shack. It's an entire village of VIP suites with all-inclusive beer, wine, and alcohol, plus catered food provided by Publix, access to air conditioning, private restrooms, plus HD TVs and a top-deck view, all for one price. Both the Chargers and Titans games are nearly sold out, so get in on the Party Shack Tailgate now at jacksvillage.com. That's jacksvillage.com.
It's Monday Madness at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
What are you, crazy?
It's not crazy. Pick up the official smoothie of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval Delight, for just $2.99 at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
I don't think you're crazy.
You finally caved in. The job seems simple, but you love your house. You love your marriage. So you admit to yourself,
I'd like to avoid flooding my own home. I am not a plumber.
So your wife calls Mr. Rooter Plumbing.
At Mr. Rooter, you get upfront, flat rate pricing, not an estimated hourly rate. No matter how long the job takes, you'll know your cost right from the start. Drain your pipes, not your wallet, with flat rate pricing at Mr. Rooter Plumbing. There's a reason they call us Mr.
Cataracts had taken a toll on the quality of Dad's life, so my wife and I took over. We researched online, talked to friends, read reviews. Turns out renowned cataract care is right here at Bowden Eye & Associates. The doctors made him feel hopeful for the first time in a long time. The trust was there from day one. Today, his cataracts are gone, and we're happy to have our dad back.
Bowden Eye and Associates. Visit today for your cataract consultation. BowdenEye.com.
Dave Benyon here with Zero Res. Wow, can you believe that Christmas is right around the corner? I asked my wife what she wants, and she said the same thing she does every year. She wants a clean home full of family and friends. That means the carpets, the tile and grout in the kitchen, the large Oriental rug in the family room, and the huge sectional sofa that everyone hangs out on all need a good Zero Res cleaning. If you need some cleaning done, give Zero Res a call. Right now, get your carpets cleaned for only $43 per room. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Taylor Dahl for 10.